I'm Elsa, and today we're going to go over Google Slides, the pure basics of how to set up a project, how to create a slide, what is the purpose of a Google Slide, and how to share with other people, and finally, presenting a Google Slide. What is the purpose of a Google Slide deck? Well, I believe that the Google Slide screen does a great job explaining what its purpose is, especially the template section. But how do I locate that Google Slide screen? Well, there are two primary ways of getting to that screen. Let's start with accessing it through the Drive. So I'm at my Drive home screen, and there's this grid icon at the top tab bar. Click that and you have this slides icon. Click that as well and you're redirected to Google Slides. This is what I call the Google Slides screen. Here you have all of your past projects. You can create a new, and you have a template gallery. Now let's look at that template gallery. And it also kind of gives an overall idea of what slides can be used for. It can be used for lesson planning, book reports, field trips, flashcards, personal, so general presentations. And I would say Google Slides is primarily used for presentations, but that doesn't limit it to not being a photo album, to a lookbook, a party invite. It can honestly be about anything. Just the main ideas is you have a slide and you can put text and images. After that, it can be whatever you want. Now, another way to access this Google Slides screen is just to search Google Slides. And usually, or whatever search engine you have, but for Google, usually the Google Slides will come as the first option link. Just click that. Then you're brought to the website of Google Slides, which also tells a little bit more about what Google Slides offers. And then at the top, you have personal, go to Google Slides. If you click that, you are again brought to the Google Slides screen. Now, to create a project, you can evidently create a new presentation with blank or using a pre-built template. We're going to create using blank. But it is also possible to create a new project from your Drive folder. So you can just press New, Google Slides, and it automatically creates a new project for you. You can also create a new Google Slides project by double-clicking the screen or right-clicking and clicking, well, it shows a drop-down menu a little bit, and then you just click Google Slides, and it creates another untitled project or new project for you to customize however you want. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about sharing a Google Slides project. That is one of the amazing functions of Google Slides, to be able to collaborate and share your slide deck with other people. To do that, just go to the top right corner where you have the share button, and something I want you to see right now for this save to Drive. One of the most beautiful things about Google Slides is that it saves your work automatically. It is very rare to lose your work. The only reason why you may lose some of your progress is if you don't have a strong internet connection. So I just recommend being close to your Wi-Fi or being sure that you do have some sort of internet connection. If you don't, there usually is an alert saying please please have better connection, or otherwise everything's saved automatically, so you don't have to do anything else. It does it all for you. So it says here that we need a name before sharing. That's a really important part, naming your slide deck. And to do that, you just go to the top left corner and you have, right now it's called Untitled Presentation. I'm going to call this Demo Google Slides today. I don't know. There we go. And why it is so important to name your Google Slides is when you are at your Google Slides screen, you have a bunch. You usually have like 50 maybe Google Slides that you've created, and it can be a little hard to locate a Google Slides. So something that's really amazing is you can just search it up right here. So I could search up demo Google Slides today, and there you go. Just click that and it brings you to your project. Just that easy. So let's go back to how to share your project. Same thing, top right corner, share button. Just make sure you titled your project and give it a sec to load, I guess. Okay, here you can share it with people and groups. So just type the email address of the people you want to share it to. So I'll share it with myself, I guess. And you can do multiple people, so I'll do myself also, just another account. And you can do as I don't think there's a limit to how many people you can add, so that's really great. And you have this editor, viewer, and commenter kind of down drop right here. Viewer is just that means that when people access the project, they can only view your work. They can't add, delete, or do anything to change it. Now there's also a commenter, which we're not going to dive into right now. It's not that necessary, but editor is if you click this, I guess, option, then the people that you share your deck with can change the slides. So this is really for collaborating and not just viewing your slide deck. Now let's add a message. I always think it's nice to add like a hi, this is for my tutorial. So just like a thing about what this is for, and then you can just send and they will find it. Or let's see what's here. Share outside of organization. Yeah, this doesn't matter. So share anyway, because yeah. And for the people who received this invite, they will find the invite in their emails. Okay. So let's look at the creating slide screen. Right now we have a click to add title and click to add subtitle. If you click it, you can type whatever you want. This is just gibberish, but what you see right now is this blue outline. This is what I like to call the border. Now if I bring the border in, or you use this border to like move the item. I was just trying to show like it's supposed to be on this side, but if you bring the border in, the text will wrap so that it will always fit into that border. And when I bring it out, it will take whatever space necessary in the selected item. Now, what can we do from here? We have this text, and let me say, you can do a decent amount. I'll just go over some of the basic stuff so you can change the font, and also I'm selecting a specific part of the text, so if I were to change the font to Georgia, then it only changes what I selected. And to select, you just click down your mouse or your keypad and you drag, okay? And I'll increase the font. So this is increase font, this is change the font, this is bold, this is italics. What's really nice is when you hover over any item, it gives you a one-word explanation. So this is underline, this changes the color, so let's do red. You can also make your own color, so in customize. So if I actually want a nice, I don't really know, let's do a nice green. There we go. Let's do a nice green, okay. And it changes the color to green. And then I also have a highlight. So let's do purple. And then you can also change the background of the entire text by going to the paint bucket This is very light blue. I don't like it too much. I'm going to make it a little lighter. All right, that's fine. And it changes the background. Now you also can delete a text by clicking the item, and you know an item is being selected when the blue border shows up for that specific element, and then you can click delete. Now to add a new text field, you have this, well, it's a text box, but you have the T with a square around it. Click it, click the screen, and you can add whatever text you want. And if you want to increase the font, you can either highlight, so you can, select and highlight, or you can just click the box and increase. And you can also just type the font number you want, or you can click. So 60 is actually, let's do 60. There you go. So here we have our first slide. It looks great. I just want to also say that you can change the background of the entire slide by clicking background right here. And right now it's white. Let's make it green. So that's also pretty neat. Now you can add another slide or new slide by clicking the plus button in the top left corner. So new slide. And if you click this down drop item or this arrow, you can see that there are a bunch of templates a little bit where they have like pre-colors and text fonts sizes as well. So if you see a kind of layout that you like, you can just click that, and it's really easy, and you can just click the text boxes and type whatever you want. To delete a slide, just click it and press delete, and it will automatically delete it for you. Here, now, next is, right now we're in workshop mode, but if you have a lot of slides, because you can create a lot. I think the largest slide deck I've ever made was 40 for a science project. I actually never was able to present to the end. They cut me off, but that's okay. But you can also go to this grid mode, and that just shows you all of your slides. And to go back, you can either double click the slide or just go back to this icon right here, which is next to the grid. Now, how to present your slide deck. You spent a lot of time on it, you're really proud, now you want to show it off. So you can go to present mode right here, which is next to the share button. And there you go, it's super easy, and you can either click the button right here to just swap between slides, or you can use the keyboard arrows, and the left arrow will just go to the left slide and the right arrow will just go to the right slide. And it goes, so this will be the first slide, this is the second, it goes from top to bottom, the order. And one last thing is, if you have like a 40 slide deck, then you can click here and you can go to like the bottom or wherever you want, just in case it's very long. Another thing that I really like is this pointer. So you can kind of, as you're talking, point at, wow, look at how this turned green. Sorry, I clicked the arrow, but wow, look how this turned green. So that's that. To get out of present mode, you can either press exit here, or you can press escape. I prefer escape as like a shortcut. Now, one last thing that I want to go over is themes. Themes are so cool. I really like them. It's kind of like templates where you have this pre-created look where you don't have to spend too much time replicating. Instead, these are really easy. You just click it and it will change kind of the look and feel of the deck, and it's consistent. And what's really cool is that if you make a new slide, it will keep the elements. And if you look at the drop down menu, that there are now different kind of types of slides. So we have this really cool title slide, and we also have like one in a different color, really, really cool. So something I realized I didn't really go over was to import an image. You can just go to insert image. You can get it from the web, upload from the computer. And something I find to be amazing that I realize not a lot of people are aware of is this explore button down here. So just click explore and you can search up an image from the web. So I'll do a cat, because who doesn't love cats? And you can go to image and you can just drag and drop. Now this is amazing. I didn't realize this existed for the longest time. And I would always kind of search, put it on my desktop, and then drag and drop. But no need anymore because you can just do it so easily with the export button. And to close it, just click the X right here and it closes. Same thing with theme. So if you want to make your workplace a little cleaner, just press X and they disappear. Now, this is what I have for you today. There are so many other things though, such as transitions, animation, chart, like all of this that we didn't quite go over, a range, well actually range doesn't have anything, but tools, so spelling, how to do voice typing, you can add diagrams is really cool, shapes, videos, audio, comments, which refers back to like the share, when someone can comment, when someone can't comment. But I do want to keep this pretty simple. If there was anything that wasn't clear, you can comment down below and I'll be sure to reply as fast as possible. And if you do want another tutorial that dives into maybe a little bit more into the advanced side of Google Slides, I'd be more than happy to oblige and create a part 2. In any case, I really hope this was helpful, and thank you so much for watching.